So many Texans are struggling with debt. They're carrying $30,000, $50,000, even $100,000, and it's keeping them broke every single month. Tim Wilkins with Debt Redemption Texas Debt Relief has been helping Texans resolve overwhelming problems like this for nearly 20 years. Nice to see you today.
Thanks for having me this morning.
It's so good to have you. So many people suffering right now, Tim. Tell us, first of all, how debt redemption removes the stress for Texans.
Well, let's start with stress in and of itself. The top three stresses are money, work, and poor health, and nothing defines 2020 like those three things. So that's where we come in to help relieve that stress. We offer for those people suffering with those big credit card balances and those personal loans, we offer traditional credit counseling, which is a reduction in the interest rate. But for a lot of our people, that just isn't enough. That's where we come in with our debt forgiveness programs, our debt reduction programs, where we negotiate a reduction of the principal balance that you owe. And that's what really makes the impact. As well, it causes our program is a shorter time to work through the program, which can be as low as 24 to 48 months. So that relieves that stress of going on and on with your debt and never feeling like you're making a difference.
Now, you say it's also a really good idea or important to use a local Texas company if you're in this type of situation.
Well, absolutely. We clean up a lot of the messes made by those national companies that are advertising on the internet. They don't offer some of the programs that we do, which we are very proud of, our lowest fee guarantee. And, you know, there's got to be that feeling of ease. You're working with neighbors, you're working with people in your community. They're just a phone call away. For almost 2 decades, we've been helping Texans work through that struggle of debt, high debt, just that monthly, are we going to make it this month and what can we do to get through? And that's what we really, that's why it's redemption. That's where we're really helping people with all the problems that they're suffering right now.
I want to talk numbers, and I want to show some graphs that you brought along with you to really explain it for our viewers. So the first one has to do with monthly costs. So if you have $50,000 in debt, walk us through this.
This is the real thing. When people sit down and make their budget, what is the monthly cost? And just making minimum payments, they can be looking at $50,000 in debt, $2,000 a month. With our credit counseling program, that reduction in interest rate can be about half, $1,000 a month. The debt negotiation can be a little less than that, but you're also talking about a reduction in the time that it takes to pay that off, to work through that program. So now the advanced hardship plan, if you qualify for that, or if that applies to you, you see what that is as well. That program is very helpful for a lot of people that are really struggling.
You also have a graph explaining payoff time on that same amount of money, or debt, I should say.
Well, this is very important too. You're making those minimum payments. You don't feel like you're making a dent in it. That's because you're really not making much of a dent. That $50,000 worth of debt can take up to 25 years to pay off. With credit counseling, 6 years, which is a big relief. But with debt negotiation, that reduction of principal balance, we're talking 4 years. For a lot of people, it's 24 to 48 months, which is a huge sigh of relief.
I also want to show our viewers one of your very happy clients.
For debt redemption, I was paying anywhere $3,500 or more. And as of today, I'm paying $1,900 a month. It would have taken me over 7 to 10 years to pay back my debt before debt redemption. And now I'm going to be able to do that in 2.5 years.
I am actually paying less since debt redemption is able to negotiate with my creditors. Don't wait. Don't put yourself through the stress. Contact Debt Redemption as soon as possible so that you can start living your life debt-free.
And the proof is right there. Tim, thank you for your time today and for what you're doing for people throughout our state. Debt Redemption Texas, if you know someone who's struggling, you can call them, you can text them, 1-800-338-5411. You can also go to debtredemption.com/daytime. They've got a special offer just for daytime viewers. If you're one of the first 50 to fill out the form on their website, you'll receive a free copy of their budgeting guide. Call them or text them today.